Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm here. Good morning. Let's turn this brightness up. Good morning. I'm here. Good morning. Good morning. Let's turn this music off. Good morning, everyone. Come on in the room. Good morning, Liz. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am here. Good morning, Aldo. Hey, how are you? How you doing? Hope you got my message. I just got your message. Good morning, Jenny. I'm here. I'm here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. Double tap as you join. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's turn this brightness up. Let's turn this brightness up on here so I can see my computer. Happy Tuesday. I see you. I just got your message. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Okay, great. Come on in, double tap. Share the stream out. Let somebody know I'm here. I'm live. And we are ready to command our day. Come on in, double tap. Double tap for me. There we go. Got my notes. Good morning. Good morning, Teeks. I saw your messages. I'm going to read them once I get off here. Okay? I'm going to read them once I get off. Good morning, everyone. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Put my glasses on so I can see you. Good morning. All right. Let me double tap and share as well. Let me do that. Let me do that. Let's share it out. Hey, Bob. Good morning. How are you? How are you doing? There we go. Thank you for the daily heart me. I appreciate it. Let's share that. Great. Okay, awesome. I love where the numbers are at. Great, great, great. I love it. Okay, that's done. Awesome. Good morning. Good morning, HM Lugs. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the room. If you are new here, I'm Anika V. Brown, Master Life Coach and Mentor with a focus in productivity and mindset. Welcome to my virtual space. Hit that follow button. Get connected. We're going places and we're doing major things this year. Good morning, Eileen. Good morning, Maverick. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the room. Oh, I love it. I love where the numbers are at. Hit that follow button if you have not done so. I'm live here Mondays through Fridays, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So get connected. Hit that follow button so you'll get the notification whenever I go live. All right, we're going places and doing major things. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to jump right into our gratitude check-in. Absolutely love where the numbers are at. So you're going to drop in the comments some things that you're absolutely grateful for today. Doesn't have to be big, doesn't have to be fancy, but what are you grateful for today? Let's go there. What are you grateful for today? Go ahead and drop it in the comments. Okay, all right. Grateful for the big three. Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, so if you're new here, the big three is life, health, and strength. So if those are the things that you're grateful for today, awesome, Earl. I love that. If those are the things that you're grateful for today, you're going to drop the big three in the comments, okay? All right, that's what you're going to do. Grateful for waking up this morning. Awesome, I love it. I'm grateful for the ability to keep going. I love that, Latoya. I love it. Grateful for his grace and mercy and provision. Awesome. Grateful for everything. Love it. Wait. Where did it go? Grateful for God. Awesome. Grateful for the big three. Great. Hey, Jackie, how are you? I'm going to send you a message today. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Grateful for getting out of my comfort zone. Now, let's celebrate Aldo. Let's celebrate Aldo. Let's do that. Let's take a moment to celebrate Aldo. I love that for you. That is amazing. And great things are going to come from this. You're going to grow so much. I love that for you. Absolutely love that for you. Grateful for the big three. Awesome. Awesome. Hey, Sergio. Good morning. How are you? Good morning. Who's this? Davey. Good morning. How are you? Welcome to the room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Awesome. I love it. Grateful for, thank you, Earl. I'm grateful for waking up this morning. Awesome. Good morning, Malcolm. How are you? Grateful for this community, this opportunity to be here, to be alive. Love that, Maverick. Love it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's see. Who else am I missing? Thank you, Sky. Good morning, Louise. How are you? How are you doing? Okay, great, great, great. So that is our gratitude check-in. We practice gratitude here because it helps to keep us in a mindset of abundance. We're not complaining. We're not sitting around fussing about who's not here, what's not here. No, we're not doing none of that. We're going to find things to be grateful for in our lives. It doesn't have to be big, doesn't have to be fancy, but we're going to find things to be grateful for in our lives every day, okay? So we practice gratitude every day. Now, the theme for this year is executive living. We're focusing on operating our lives like a Fortune 500 company, and we're the executive over this company, okay? So we're making healthy decisions. We're taking a chance on ourselves, right? We're putting ourselves out there, getting connected to the right group of people, trying some new things so that when we hit December, right, and we get that report, it's going to tell us what we did, how we showed up for our company, our enterprise. All right. Now, with that theme, we have two mantras that we're walking through the year with. Number one, I am an effective executive over my life. Thank you so much for typing it. I am an effective executive over my life. Number two, I only exude executive energy. I'm focused. I'm disciplined. I'm organized. All right. I only exude executive energy. I'm focused. I'm disciplined. I'm organized. All right. So I'm not going to let anybody or anything throw me off my game. I'm going to keep going because I only exude executive energy. All right. So thank y'all for typing that in the comments. We're moving on the fast train today. I want to try to get off again before my alarm goes off. And I did get to upload the replay yesterday. It wasn't so much my alarm that was messing it up. It was that my computer was just full. It's been telling me now, delete some of this, get rid of some of this. Had so many tabs open, and that was messing up the replay. But I did get to upload it to YouTube yesterday. I had to go through and delete some stuff and close out some of these tabs. I don't know if you work like me. I have 30 tabs open all at once. That was messing up my computer. So I got the replay up yesterday, but today I still want to try and stay within the time frame. I want to try to do that. Okay. All right. Great, great, great. So we're going to pray. Then we'll get into our affirmations, and then we will move right into our Q&A session. So think about your questions. All right. Think about the questions that you want to ask me. All the questions that has been posted in my comments yesterday, right? So think about the questions that you have for me. All right, so let's pray. Let's pray the 23rd Psalm really quickly. The Lord is our shepherd, we shall not want. He makes us to lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our souls. He leads us in a path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil. For thou art with us, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort us. Thou preparest a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thou anointest our heads with oil. Our cups run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen, amen, and amen. Yes, surely, without a doubt, goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives. Amen. All right, so that is the 23rd Psalm. Thank y'all so much for typing amen. Thank you. All right, so let's get right into our affirmations. I'm going to read through them. You're going to repeat them to yourself, and then you are going to type in the comments, I agree with that. So much power in agreement. All right, so I'm going to read through it, Here we go. I am capable. Hey, Lily. I am responsible. I am grateful. I am focused on growth. I control my attitude. I am authentically me everywhere I go. I am worthy of God's best for me. I am patient with myself. I am patient with others. I have compassion for myself, and I have compassion for others. I embrace positive thinking. I welcome abundance and prosperity into my life. I am courageous and I have peace. I forgive myself and I forgive others. My spirit is renewed. My mind is free. I have a success mindset. I have a clear vision. I am a discipline builder. I am accountable to my goals. I am innovative. I am influential. I am a winner. I am healed and whole. Today I choose peace. Today I choose joy. Today I choose faith. And today I choose to flourish. I give myself permission to be successful. I give myself permission to take up space. I give myself permission to live my dreams. I give myself permission to win. I am a visionary. I see beyond my present. I think beyond limitations. I create the future. Nothing is impossible for me. Nothing is impossible for me. I can have it. I can build it. I can become it. I can own it. I can heal from it. I can recover. I can ride it. Nothing is impossible for me. I want you to stay in that mindset. Nothing is impossible for me. I can have all of it. Okay? I can become it. That's right. No limits. No limits. I can own it. I love that you keep saying that. Keep saying it until it becomes your reality. I love it. Nothing is impossible for me. I can heal. I can recover. I can go there. I can build it. I can write it. I can overcome it. I can get approved for it. Nothing is impossible for me. It's the exact wording. It's growing a seed in my heart. I love that. I love that for you. I love that. That's awesome. All right. So I want you to stay in that headspace as you're going after your big goals this year. Those big dreams that you have, I want you to stay in that headspace. Nothing is impossible for me. I can have this. I can become this. I can overcome this. Okay? I can grow from this. Nothing is impossible for me. That's right. Stay right there. Stay right there in that headspace. All right. Great, great, great. Let me give you some need to knows. Yes, Maverick, never give up. Absolutely. Never give up. Keep going. Put that plan together and work the plan. Doesn't work out how you expected it. Go back to the drawing board. Work out the plan. Okay? All right. Nothing is impossible for you. So here are your need to knows. I do have a coaching community and I have a mentorship program. For those of you who are looking for a coach or a mentor in this season, send me a message with the word mentor, so that we can go over the options that are available for you to work with me. All right. So you're going to send me a message and I'll let you know the options, how they break down for you to work with me. Okay. If you have some major goals and you've been struggling to get those things done this year, I need you to send me a message. Can you put it in the little yellow box? Who's that? Aaron? There's a little yellow box next to the section where you just type the word mentor. I want you to put it in that little yellow box so I can get back to you. Okay, Aaron? So you're going to type mentor the same way you typed it in the comments. There's a little yellow box next to the comment section. You're going to type mentor in that section so I can get back to you. Okay, great, great, great. So again, if you want to work with me, send me a message with the word mentor. I'll get the information over to you, and then we can move forward from there. Now, if you're saying you need a mentor, but you do not have a budget for it, I do have the money plan. I want to, who's that? Nicola, send me a message and let's talk about it, okay? I'm a master life coach and mentor. So send me a message and let's talk further about that. All right, great. Now, for those of you who are saying, yes, I need a coach, I need a mentor, but I do not have a budget for it right now, there's a free resource on the link in my bio. It's the Money Plan, 10 ways to fund your personal development. Amazing coaching system with Anika. Thank you so much for saying that, Aldo. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. For anybody who's hesitating about working with me, you can type your questions in the comments. My mentees and coaching clients are here, so they can respond. They can help you if you have any hesitation, any questions that you may have. You can type it in the comments, and they'll be happy to answer any question that you may have, okay? All right, so I'm not just trying to push because it's my program, but they're getting results from it. All right, as I was saying, for those of you who do not have a budget to hire a coach or a mentor, get into the programs that you know you need for this year, the money plan is on the link in my bio. If I don't see your question, you're going to get an opportunity to type it again, okay? If I missed it, because the comments are going so fast. If I missed it, you're going to type it again and I'll respond to you. So download the money plan on the link in my bio, work those ideas, come up with the funds, and then you come on back and enroll in my program so we can work together. All right, great. Awesome. I think that is it. No, one more thing. For those who requested the information for a counseling session, we do have a group counseling session that is coming up on March 26th. On March 26th at 7 p.m. So that's next Thursday at 7 p.m. We're doing a group Christian counseling session on emotional regulation. If you want to be in the room, you're going to message me the word counseling. For those of you who already messaged me, I sent the information over for the Zoom room. It won't be a live stream. We're creating a safe space so that we can discuss where we are, where we're going, and get some tools to help us, okay? So emotional regulation is what we're going to be discussing in that session. Avi, send me a message with the word counseling, okay? So that's next Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We will be in a private Zoom room, okay? If you want the information, you want the Zoom access, message me the word counseling so that you can get the information to get in. Okay? All right. Great. Okay, Avi, let me help you out. You're going to be the first one on my list to help out today. Got to change your mindset. Okay? You have to change. And I'm not beating you down. I want to help you. You got to change your mindset. What you're typing in the comments, and I know you need help and you keep asking for help for free. You got to show up here consistently and listen and apply the stuff that I'm teaching, and that is going to help you to transition out of the area that you're in right now, that place that you're stuck in right now. I promise you, if you show up and apply what I teach, it's going to help you to transition out of the space that you're in. Okay? All right? So, show up each morning that I'm on here. Apply what I'm teaching you. Okay? Because you keep saying you're broke. You want a free session. You want a discount. Now, I cannot coach you for free in private. You can get coaching from here, from my live streams, and that will help you, okay? We invest in yourself. What coach give for free every morning is life-changing. Yeah, so Avi, you just got to show up. Listen to what I'm teaching. Apply it to your life, and that is going to transition you out of the space that you're in, okay? So that you can get to your next level. Because you got to shift your mindset, though. You have to. You have to shift your mindset. I'm applying it. Okay, but you're still saying the same things that you've been saying. So tell me, what do you feel like is your blockage? Let's jump right into the Q&A session. My space is limited. Now, is that physically? Avi, is that physically? Like you're in a four wall? Is that what you mean? Yes. Okay. All right. Now, that is a physical limitation, but it is not necessarily a mental limitation. Okay? Do you have access to books? Because I've seen individuals, if what you're saying is what I'm thinking, I've seen individuals that transition out of that position with a degree and their life changed once they were able to get out of the four walls. Okay? All right? So if you have access to books, there's not a mental limitation that could hold you back. So I understand the four walls, but if you have access to books, get your head in some books. Okay? All right? All right. You're going left. I'm going to give others an opportunity to ask their question. But I want you to know you got to shift your mindset. Start reading more books. Okay? Start reading more books and apply the things that I'm teaching you. Okay, Avi? Let me give someone else an opportunity. I'm going to jump right into our Q&A session. So, type your questions. Yes, keep coming. Keep showing up. First thing I did, show up consistently and try to apply the knowledge from you. Other free mentors. Yeah. So you got to show up and apply it. Show up and apply. Good morning, Leonard. Show up and apply what you're learning. I don't just get on here to talk. Like, I want you to take the information and apply it to your life. You will see changes. Okay? So this is not the year that we're going to make the excuse, oh, I need help, but I'm broke. No. No. There's too much free information out there for you to grow. There's so many people doing live streams. And if you show up consistently, you will change. You will see transformation in your life. Okay? All right? You suggest to read more books. Absolutely. Read more books. If you cannot afford to get the one-on-one help that you need, the hands-on help that you need, get your head in a book. What area of your life are you working on right now? Let's jump right into the Q&A session. Tell me, what area of your life are you focusing on right now? Is it multiple areas, or have you picked one area that you've decided that you're going to focus on that one area? What is the one area that you're focusing on? And you got to find some books that's connected to that one area. For those of you who are saying, I cannot afford a coach at this time. And I understand being in that space. I understand it. But what else are you willing to do? So let me know, what one area are you focusing on? Health and financial. Love that. I love that. That's great. Hey, Vanessa from Ukraine. How are you? Can you type your question? I don't want to do a video chat because I'm not sure about everybody's background, and I'm very careful about that. Let's see. Teaching. Okay. Do you want to become a teacher, or are you already a teacher and you want to expand on that? How about asking yourself, how can I afford a coach? Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, so reframe it. So ask yourself, how can I, or what can I do to put myself in a position where I can afford a coach? I like that, Miss Gloria. I like that. Which book is good for unstable mind? Now, when you say unstable mind, expand on that. Is it unstable in the sense where you need to get therapy, probably get some medication, right? Or are you saying that your mind is just all over the place, right? You can't focus. You got to expand on that. You speak Spanish. No, I don't. Okay, you're already a teacher. That's great. So, do you want to expand your teaching career? So, I would say get some counseling. Avi, try to get some counseling. You lack vision. Okay, so I want you to get some counseling first, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. I've done therapy, okay? There's nothing wrong with that, but I want you to get some counseling because you have some deep healing that you have to do. That is the first step to take. You have some deep healing that you need to do, and it's important, okay? All right, so get some counseling. Avi, you can connect with Jenny. She's a licensed counselor, and she can give you some resources if her license does not cover where you're at. So she can give you some resources. Make sure that you join our session on March 26th, okay? Good morning, Gail. How are you? Okay. If you can't wait, that's okay. The comments are really busy. That's fine if you can't wait. Come back another day. Do you use financial advisors for your investment? I use the automated system on Vanguard. That's what I use. Let's see. What's the other question? No, I work. My husband has control, and I want to be able to make decisions on my own. Now that's a tough one, and I wouldn't be able to advise you on that. Sarah, I would not be able to advise you on that one. The best that I can tell you is to have a conversation with him. Have a conversation with him. If it's not, if you feel like having a conversation, just the two of you will not make a difference, see if he's open to having a third party while you're having that conversation. That's the best that I can tell you to do. Okay, my friend? But yes, that's the best that I can tell you to do. Have a conversation with him. Let him know where you stand, what you would like to do, right? And if it's a healthy relationship, I would imagine that he would be open to it. But again, if he's not, ask if he's open to bringing a third party in to have a conversation, somebody that's neutral to the situation that can advise you, okay? That's the best I can give you. I can't comment further on that. All right, Sarah, but I hope that helped you. Let's see. My question is, what's your opinion on crowdfunding? Now, crowdfunding, you really have to be able to show how the those who are funding is going to benefit, right? So what have you done on your own? I find that really helps when you can prove, here's what I've done on my own. Here's the projection. So this is going to take a lot of work, Maverick. It's going to take a lot of work, but it'll be worth it. You really have to know this business idea that you have. Okay. And if it's something that you've been doing already, you really got to prove, here's what I've done so far. Here's a profit that I've gotten. Here are the projections, right? If I can just get the funding, here are the projection. And here's what I'm willing to give to you. So you really have to break these things down before you start pitching. Okay. I hope that helped. Before you start pitching. And if you haven't been doing it and you don't have your own, it's not testimonial, but your record to show that this is what I've been doing. If you haven't been doing anything, try to find research that backs up what your projections are. Okay? That shows the need for this thing. Here's a demographic that I'm trying to serve, right? Here is how I have the answer for it. If I can just get the funding to put the plan together, do marketing, here are the projected numbers that you can expect. Okay, so you really got to put some work into this thing. It's not just about saying, let's get crowdfunding. Okay, let's do that. But you really got to show, Here's how it's going to benefit you. Here is, I've already identified the demographic that this is good for. And there's already research showing that this is needed. Okay, I hope that helped you. I hope that helped you. Let's see. Do you have a YouTube channel? I do. My YouTube is The Productivity Coach. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Gloria. Thank you. I'm The Productivity Coach on YouTube. Let's see. You're welcome, Sarah. You're welcome. And I really pray that things work out for you. Because I understand restriction and how hard that can be for growth. So just have a conversation and see where it goes. All right. Any other questions? Type it in the comments. Y'all have me for like 20 more minutes. You're very welcome. You're welcome. So you just got to do a lot of research and make sure that you can prove. Because for me, say if I was one of the investors, right? I would want to see, how's this thing going to play out? Do you have the manpower to handle it after I give you my money, right? How much am I going to get back? What is the time frame that you think it's going to take for returns to start coming in? So it's going to take a lot of research on your end, but you can do it. You can do it. You can absolutely do it. Okay? Frank, now I can't do that because I don't know you. I don't know you. I got to know you first, right? How are you financially? How are you emotionally? How are you educationally, right? How are you? You don't even have a picture up there, so I don't even see your face. I don't see your face, so I can't do that. I at least got to see your face to make some type of determination. I'm just messing with you, but I'm good. Any other questions? Any other questions for me? If there are no other questions, I'll ask you my question. Hey, MJ, how do you discipline yourself to hard stop a task even though you have not gotten, even though you gotten to your, it's missing something. It's missing something. Retype it. I will write. Okay. Retype that question. How do you discipline yourself to hard stop a task? To hard stop a task. So now where I'm at with my mindset, you didn't get to where you thought you would be. Retype the whole thing because I think I'm missing something. Okay. Retype the whole thing. But I'll say this for myself. And it took a lot of years for me to get here. But if there's something that I've recognized that is not beneficial to me, it's not getting me to where I'm trying to go, I will tell myself, okay, you got to stop this. And yes, it's going to take some time, but every time I think about it, every time I feel like doing it, I'm like, nope, because there's something better. So let's not do this today. And I can be hard on myself. Don't do it. Like, don't do that. You know, it's not going to get you to where you're trying to go. So don't do that. So it's kind of making up in your mind that I'm no longer going to do this thing. I don't want to do it. Yes, you're going to feel like doing it some days, but no, I can't because I want better. I want more. Okay. I hope that helped you. My second question, if you could live, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Where would it be? Anywhere in the world. I know I definitely want to visit Greece. I do want to visit Greece. If I could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? I don't know. I kind of like where I live. I do. I love it, as a matter of fact. But I am open to moving to a different state, but I'm not moving alone. It would have to be like a situation of marriage to move, right? I don't think I would just get up on my own by myself and move at this stage of life. I don't think so. But I am open to moving. I'm open to it, even though I love where I live right now. I love it. I am open to moving. I hope that answered your question, but I do want to visit Greece one day. I want to. I want to go to Santorini Isle. I want to go to Santorini Island so bad. Hey, Watson, I'm doing good. Hey, Francis. You schedule allotted time. I don't know why your questions are coming over like that. Schedule allotted times. Wait, let me see. Maybe I missed a part of your question. You didn't get to where you thought you would be. Okay, so let me see if I can piece this together and answer this question about if you found yourself in a place or you didn't get to where you thought you would be in life. I'm going to try to piece this question together, okay? I'm going to try to piece it together. And then I'll get to the other questions. So if you are that person that you feel like you're not where you thought you would be in life, right? If you're that person. So there's a quote that goes something like this. It's probably not the exact words, but the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is today, right? I believe that's how the saying goes, right? So we can sit here and say, man, I should have been, I should have done, I should have accomplished. We can say that. But how long are you going to say that? Or are you going to just jump right into, okay, what's the next best time? Which is now, today. So if you've recognized that there are some things in your life that you should have already done, should have already accomplished, you're going to ask yourself, is this still a priority? Is this still something that I want to do? And if it is, you're going to figure out, okay, what can I do to accomplish it? How can I get hyper focused? Because more than likely, the thing that you wanted to do some years ago, there was a level of sacrifice that came with it that you weren't willing to do. Okay? You weren't willing to take that sacrifice then. So now you have to make the decision, okay, this is what I wanted to accomplish. I'm going to start working on it now, and I'm going to make the sacrifices that I need to make today. Okay? All right? Because a lot of times what I find with people that say, man, I should have done this already. I should have accomplished this already. The fact is they were afraid to take the risk back then. They were afraid to just jump out there and do it. But today is your next opportunity to do it. Take the risk, take the chance, put yourself out there, put a plan together and work the plan today. Because it doesn't make sense to sit around and say, I should have. No. What can I do today? What can I do today? And even if I can't do it, do the thing to the fullest extent that I would have done it 10 years ago. Can I at least do 50% of it today? Those are the questions that you got to ask yourself. How do I get at least 50% of this thing done today? Okay, so don't beat up yourself. Don't talk down to yourself. I'm still alive. I still have an opportunity. So let me get focused. Let me make the sacrifices that are necessary today so I can get this thing. Okay? So don't beat up on yourself. You're going to forgive yourself. You have to. You know what? I made the decision to stay in my comfort zone 10 years ago, and I should not have. But today I have an opportunity. How can I implement this thing in my life today? All right? So don't beat up yourself anymore. Just do something today. All right, let's see. How and when did you know when to start your company? Where did you start? Okay, so I started out just doing live streams, all right? Just getting on here, encouraging people, sharing my story. And then I realized that I would help more if I transition them into a different section where I can help them individually, because everybody's not going through the same thing. Everybody's not on the same path or on the same pace. So I would help more if I had something that was more than just a live stream, because I'm limited on the time frame that I have here, right? So I started coaching. Remember, I told y'all that my friend called me and said, hey, you got to do something with all this advice that you're giving out, right? You're very good at giving strategies and life advice. So you got to do something with it. I went and I got my certificate. I learned how to set up my business in that. I continue to build a community, which is a thing that a lot of people don't realize. Like, you got to build a community. You got to show the people that you have something to offer. So I did that. And I had questions about more. Hey, how can I do this? How can I work with you? Do you have a book? Those questions started coming in, and I got it set up officially and launched out. Yes, it was scary, but I learned along the way. Made some mistakes, but I learned along the way. I did. So you got to be open to getting the information that you need, taking the risk, learning on the way, because you're not going to know everything about the business right up front, right? You're not going to learn. I have money tied up in PayPal right now because of a hard lesson I had to learn, right? And the first system that I tried to set up to collect payment. And every time I call them, they would say something about the setup wasn't right, and that money's just locked up. So lesson learned, right? Lesson learned. So you got to be willing to take the risk, take the chances, and take whatever chances you have to take and put yourself out there, get the business set up. All right. And just be open to learning along the way. Let's see. I think I missed quite a few. Let's go back. I'm tracking the time. Ooh, wait. I'm coming. I'm getting to your questions. Okay, let's see who's next. Like Brazil. I'll visit Brazil one day. Okay, how can I identify the unconscious needs or secondary gains behind my resistance? Trying to bridge the gap between my goals and fears. So how can I identify the unconscious needs or secondary gains behind my resistance? Resistance to what? To not go, to not try? Is that what you're saying? How can I identify the unconscious needs? The unconscious needs. So here's the thing. Anything that is on that unconscious level is going to show up in your actions. So what you got to pay attention to is what actions are you taking. If an opportunity pops up for you to go after the goal, right? What are the actions that comes up? That's what you want to monitor. And by shifting your actions a little bit, it's going to retrain that unconscious, as you said, thinking pattern. It's going to retrain it. Okay. So anything that you feel like is unconscious, it's still showing up in your actions. It may not be top of mind, but your actions are telling what are those deep thoughts that you have or those deep beliefs that you have. So you want to pay attention to your action. Okay. So that resistance that you're talking about is going to show up in your actions. So if you have a financial goal, nobody wakes up and say, I'm just going to waste my money today. I'm just going to squander my money today, right? Nobody wakes up and say that. So if your goal is to be financially stable, but there's this unconscious belief that I need to spend to feel better. I need to spend to soothe whatever is going on. When that opportunity comes up for you to spend, right? Because that is the action that is telling what you're thinking subconsciously or down deep. That action is telling you. You have to stop yourself and say, I'm not doing that today because that is not getting me towards my goals. Okay. So your action will always tell you what is that deep belief that you have inside. Okay. Your actions are going to tell you. So you want to pay attention to your actions and slowly correct them. You know what? I'm not buying that today because it's only a fix for the moment, but I still have deeper issues that I need to handle. Okay, I hope that helped. I hope that that was the question direction that you had. Okay, you're welcome, Maverick. Win an Academy Award. Okay, I like that. Okay, I find myself 24 hours is not enough for me to accomplish my little task for the day. So do your time blocks. And a busy mom like you is never going to be enough. But do your time blocks and make sure that you're prioritizing. Okay, what is my priority today? Let me get these things done. I only have 24 hours, so let me get these things done. So you want to make sure that you're prioritizing the things that are important to you. Okay, all right, let's see. Thank you, my friend. You got to put your tag so I can shout you out. Do the Greek Islands. Okay, yes, Maverick. I want to do it one day. I'm definitely going to do it. Family will also love it as well. Santorini is beautiful. I know. I see all the pictures. I'm definitely going to do a photo shoot there one day. Good morning, Katrina. How are you? Let's see. If you give yourself 1 hour to accomplish a task, but you don't finish, how do you hard stop? Okay, so I can never say the word. Starts with a P. Okay, so that's what you're discussing when you set an allotted time to do a task. I can never say the word. I'm going to practice it today and tomorrow I'm going to say it. Okay. But that's what you're talking about. So again, this comes with prioritizing. Okay. So you set 1 hour to sit down and do something. You got to understand that the next task that has to be done is important as well. So just do the hard stop. Just stop it here. Okay, because your question is, if you give yourself an hour to accomplish a task, but you don't finish, how do you hard stop? You just stop. Okay, you just put it down. You close the laptop and move on to the next task. Because again, we only have 24 hours in the day. And if the next thing on your list is a priority, you have to do a hard stop on the first one. You have to. Okay. And you can say, okay, I'm going to come back to this a little later. But you don't want to spend all day on that one thing if you know that the rest of the things on your list, they are a priority as well. Okay? So you just do, as you said, a hard stop. Okay, I gave myself an hour. The 1 hour is up. I got to move on. I will come back to it because chances are you'll get the rest of the things done in time and you'll have a few minutes left later and then come back to it. Okay? But if you keep doing that where you stretch out the time that you allotted for one task, something is going to get neglected. And we don't want to do that because then you're going to get mad at yourself like, oh my God, I was supposed to do this. Now it's way past the time and I can't do it. So you set your schedule. You're working on your schedule. Once that time is up, just do the hard stop. Okay, I got to move on to the next task. I'll come back to this if I have more time. Okay, because you don't want to neglect anything else on your list because you're going to be really mad at yourself. Good morning, Fortitude. How are you? Good morning, Robinson. Good morning. It's brilliant, so worth the visit. Okay, great. I so want to go. Yeah. So you just got to stop. Do the hard stop. I have to move on to the next task because it is a priority as well. Okay? Because you don't want to put yourself in a position where you're going to be mad at yourself. Now you don't want to do anything at all. You don't want to do that to yourself. So just do the hard stop. Your background is goals. Thank you. Mahogany. Thank you. When doing a task, security, for example, set the time limit. Yeah, and use an alarm. Put an alarm on. So once it goes off, you know, okay, it's time to move on to the next thing. It's exhausting. Let's see. Emotional spending has a root cause. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely, Maverick. It does. It does. So that's why I'm saying your actions are telling you things that you need to deal with or things that you need to handle. So yeah, there needs to be some deeper healing. If for those, and I've done it before, I've done the emotional spending before, but I had to recognize that there's something deeper, maybe a void that I'm trying to fill, or I'm upset and I'm not communicating well. So I feel like buying this thing is going to help to soothe, and it soothes it in a moment because you're excited, right? It soothes it in the moment, but you got to do that deep work so that you don't emotionally spend, because you're going to bankrupt yourself. Okay? Going to bankrupt yourself. Okay. Any other questions? I had a question here, but I like these that are coming through. I had a question here. So I want to give it to you, and you're going to think about it for our next Q&A session. I think we're going to do one on Monday. On Thursday. Jesus, it was just Monday yesterday. On Thursday. There's always phone calls. An interruption. Yeah. Yeah. But if you're able to put your phone on Do Not Disturb, I would say do that for the 1 hour. Okay, if you're able to do that. So here's a question that you're going to think about for Thursday. My question to you. I don't know, Sarah. I don't know. I don't know a lot. That's so funny that you would ask that. I was listening to a history YouTube yesterday about the war in Vietnam. Not that I'm no. I work in pediatrics, so when my patient is in school, I get to hear the lessons that they're talking about, right? So the history lesson yesterday was talking about the war in Vietnam, how somebody lied. Somebody told a lie. America got involved and started a war, or got involved in the war because the North and South were at war, and somebody said something, told a lie, and America got involved in it. Like, okay. Well, that's so funny that you would ask that question, because I just overheard that in the history lesson yesterday. They were talking about the war in Vietnam. That's so funny. Okay. All right. But I love information. So wherever there is teaching, even though, again, they're little kids, wherever a lesson is being taught, my ears are trained to listen. And it's a good trait to have, a very good trait to have. If somebody is discussing history, my ears, they're trained to listen, right? I was doing other things, but because I love to learn, I love information, and my ears are trained to listen, that's how I overheard the history lesson yesterday. So funny. All right, I gotta go, but this has been really good. This has been really good. So the thing that I want you to think about for Thursday's Q&A session, what are the 3 things that would make the biggest difference in your life right now? Think about those things. Let's talk about it on Thursday, okay? So we're going to do a Q&A session on Thursday morning. So think about it. What are the 3 things that would make the biggest difference in your life right now? 3 things that would make the biggest difference in your life right now. How did you get those certificates? I signed up for a program, went to the school. That's how. Okay, that's how. Like me. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's do some declarations and then I've got to go. Money, money, and health. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, from there, you got to decide, okay, how do I get more money, right? What do I need to do about my health? Okay? So your time today, I will message you. Okay. All right. Great, great, great. Yeah, definitely. I have to go through your messages and respond. And anything else that comes up, we'll talk about it as well. We'll handle it. Okay? Great. Let's make some declarations because I want to get off before the alarm goes off. If you want to watch the replay for this, if you missed anything that I said today, you're going to go to my YouTube channel. I'm the Productivity Coach on YouTube. So you want to go there and catch the replay there. Or on Facebook, I am Anika V. Brown on Facebook. Okay? I'm Anika V. Brown on Facebook. Okay? Help, time with kids, passive income. I love that. So now you got to put a plan together. So you're very clear on what you desire. You got to put a plan together. What does that really look like? So you got to get really clear. What does it look like? Because these right now, they're vague. They're vague. But you got to really get clear. What does health really look like for me? What does time with my kids really look like? What does passive income really look like? So you can be getting $9 and that's passive income, but what does it really look like? Like, you really got to get clear on it. Okay. All right. Great. Hey, Global Chick Venture. All right. Awesome. Let's make some declarations and then I've got to go. My alarm is about to go off and I'm trying not to get this live interrupted. So let's go. I'm going to go through the declarations. I'm going to do the declarations and you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. Okay, so here we go. I decree that the Lord is blessing us and keeping us in all our ways. I decree that his face and his favor is shining upon us and giving us peace. I decree that we're healthy and strong in body, mind, and spirit. I decree that we're well balanced in every area of our lives. I decree that we're blessed coming and going. I decree that our storehouse or savings, our checking, our investment accounts are blessed with abundance and overflow. I decree that we're blessed with clear direction and a disciplined life. I decree that the rain of abundance, favor, and goodness is falling on us. I decree that we walk today in faith and expectancy with results. I decree that we're blessed with success, with prosperity and provision. I decree that we're empowered to prosper in our walk with the Lord. I decree that God's grace is giving us speed and acceleration in all that we do. I decree things of great value is coming our way today. I decree that the Lord is amplifying our voices and perfecting our gifts. I decree that God is connecting us to great men and giving us strategic kingdom opportunities. I decree that we are victorious in life, and that is how we program a productive and a successful day. So now our mindset and our intentions are set for today. I want you to take the day on with faith and expectancy. Expect good things. Expect answered prayers. Expect promotion. Do the things. Stop being afraid. Take the chances. Do what you got to do to get to the goals that you're trying to get to. Okay? And for those of you who want to work with me, send me a message. Let's discuss the options for you to work with me, and we'll move forward from there. Okay? All right. Great. Have an amazing day. I will be back tomorrow morning with a word of the day. Thank you, Lexi. And make sure that you're checking to see, for those of you who messaged me the word counseling, I did send over the information for a counseling session. So check that out. All right. Great. Bye for now. I'll see you all tomorrow.